Today I'm reviewing this Hamilton Beach blender. This one does come with a variety of different options available. So you have off, low, high, and then on pulse you have grate and ice crush. And then you also are going to have like a milkshake, so it kind of makes a puree, grind, and then for the smoothie, and then icy drink, chop it up. So it does give you a bunch of different options that are available for this. If you push in one, say for example, I want to change this, you can also push the off here, and that's going to pop all of them out except for the low or the high. So that's just going to, determine the speed on this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some ice and some water in here and just show you what some of these different settings are going to be. Now, before I put ice and water in here, I did want to mention you actually don't have to take off the lid to add items. So this is actually going to pop right out of the center, and then you can put it back in and then, turn it to lock it into place. You can, of course, take off the whole lid if you choose, but it is nice that you can just put something in the center if you wish. So let me go ahead and put some ice and water in here, show you the different settings. I'm ready to go ahead and start blending with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push in on the high, and then I'm going to choose, let's just go with grate. So what I'm going to do is you're going to hold down the button on this, and that's what's going to cause it to grate. And then when you let the button loose, then it's going to change it. So that's great. If we did ice crush here, now, one issue with this one is that this lid can sometimes pop off a little bit. So you can see it kind of popped up a little bit, and a little bit of water did actually come out of this. So that is one issue. And that is because the way that they have this lid designed is you can actually also use it to pour. So after you finish crushing something or blending something, you can use the same lid, pour it out of this little spot, and then use the different spouts. So it has that one that has like a thing in the middle to keep anything large from coming out. Then it has this regular pour spout as well. So that can happen if you aren't holding down on the lid while you're blending, and if you're blending something hard like in the case of ice. Now again, I have this on high, so let's go over here to milkshake. Now that milkshake did stay down, and that's because these two pulse ones are not going to stay down on their own, but these other options, so the milkshake, the smoothie, and the icy drink, will stay down on their own. So now the issue is pretty much all of the big ice chunks are chopped up, just going through the different ones. But as you can see, it's kind of blended up a good amount. So maybe at this point I would take it off and shake it a little bit, move it around a little bit just to kind of make sure. But again, this lid is kind of popping up on there. So that is something to keep in mind when using this specific blender. So overall, it definitely does work nice. It's nice as these different options. The pulse are going to be the ones that you're going to push in if you just do it a little bit. And then these other ones, they're actually going to stay down when you have it on. And then you can actually pour directly out of here as well. So overall, definitely a really nice blender.